I mean, when we get to this level that you're at, I mean, it's insane. Congratulations, by the way. But it's a necessary evil, you know, because people want to hear from you. They want to see you fight, and you've got to let them know. But it is a drag, right?
It's really, yeah, it's kind of like you want to be in this like protective bubble when not one energy going inside and you're just accumulating all this energy, and keep you quiet for the moment when you have to make explosion during the fight, but you have to speak and like lose your energy while you're speaking interview. I think it's the most difficult time for the fighter.
And of course, tomorrow you got the press conference as well. So do you enjoy that?
I think press conference, it's kind of like, for me, my perspective, it's easier because all attention to John Jones.
Oh, I see.
Sit there and like look at the fans, waving them, and I have nothing against it.
But you're so experienced, you probably don't do this. But for me, when it was the press conference, I enjoyed, you know, trying to get like a psychological edge on them, trying to get in their face, see if they're scared. I wanted to see them and see how their energy was. But I feel like you're not like that.
It's kind of like nice. I know exactly what you're saying, but it's kind of like you have this moment with your opponent before the fight. You kind of like taking all measures,
gauge where you think they are,
the eyes, and everything like that. Yeah, it's definitely very useful. But I mean, like, you still have to speak.
No, of course. Well, if I'm not mistaken, is this your 8th title defense?
It is, yes.
8th title defense, and you will have a ruby in each part of the belt, right?
Hopefully.
The first one ever, if you get the job done.
It's like, if everything goes with a plan, this is
I mean, that's amazing. It's incredible. It really is. What would you rather have, though? 8 rubies or 8 belts? It was very smart of them, wasn't it? I think the belts are cheaper than a ruby.
You know, I was very lucky because I was competing like exactly one of the last tournaments, last events when it was still the old belts. And they transferred to the new belts. So I still have the old belts and the new belts.
Very good. I'm jealous. I would love one of those new belts. They're beautiful. Where did you train for this? Because I see you're all over the world. I think I saw you in Japan as well.
Yes, that's true. I started my training camp in Kyrgyzstan. And then for about a month, we trained in Japan.
Does that not get exhausting all over the place?
Oh, no, it's exhausting when you're traveling like and spending short amount of time in a country or in a place. For example, 2 days here, 3 days there, it's exhausting, especially with the travel, with time change, with time zones. But when you are spending like a pretty good amount of time in every country, you have opportunity to know the culture, people, and it's kind of like, it's cool.
Yeah, sure. No, absolutely cool. And is that kind of what helps keep it fresh for you? Because you've been doing this for a long time, going to different places, training in different countries, different cultures. Is that still part of the attraction for you?
Yes, definitely. It's a way of the balance, what I'm looking like in the life. Because, definitely when you put all your time on the trainings, it's hard. And
exactly.
You're training, you're like kind of like power. It's all about the training. But when you have free time and you can, for example, what I do, I travel, I go to the shooting range, I do different sports like...
You fly planes?
My sister flies
planes. You don't fly planes?
Not yet.
Okay. Well done, Antonina.
But Antonina, she's very good pilot and she's working as a pilot now in Puerto Rico. So she's the person who flying me out.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. That must be a first. John Jones, sorry to bring him up, said, you know, the last 3 fights of his, some people criticized those fights. And he said that he had lost the fear because he was so dominant and he was beating everybody so easy that he kind of got complacent. So based upon that, how do you maintain having the fear or the adrenaline or I guess the respect for the opponents?
I don't know, maybe all this experience, what I got, like during like 30 years doing martial arts, it's teach me that I have to keep this fear. Because I had this situation before, maybe like 15 years ago when I competed like in Muay Thai. And it's kind of like was the same. You're losing your fear and you go to the like very calm to the fights and something going wrong. You are not performing your best. But when your adrenaline is kind of like always on point, and you are expected and unexpected.
Yep.
This is exactly what I learn what I have to feel coming into the fight.
No, of course, you always got to feel that edge, that adrenaline. Talking of Alexa Grasso then, obviously you've boxed, you've Thai boxed, you've kickboxed, you're a world champion in the UFC. She's a very, very good boxer, throws a little kicks. How do you break her down, and ultimately how do you win this fight?
She's a good fighter. She's a strong fighter. Definitely background is more boxing, but it doesn't mean that she's not going to use like other MMA technique. Her like one of the last victories was by submission.
Yeah.
So kind of like ready for everything. The key for the fight, be myself.
Yeah.
Use my range, use all skills what I have, and like all power what I have as well. It doesn't matter where the fight's going to lead. Just every situation, every like combination, live after me.
Mm-hmm. A lot of mixed martial arts, you're only as good as your last fight. Last fight against Santos was kind of close. Do you feel that you want to go out there Saturday night and really, are you going to go for the knockout? Do you really want to put a stamp on this performance, or do you not really care?
I don't care, you know, because...
No, I understand
that. It's not right. I think it's not right because much things you want to show to prove someone, less it's going to happen.
True.
More you want to do any knockout, the more chances you're going to receive that knockout.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's a medal with two sides.
So Saturday night, fingers crossed, you go out there, you get the job done, you get the 8th ruby, you make history. The next in line, there's been a little talk about Erin Blanchfield. She's getting a lot of hype right now. And if I'm not mistaken, you called her a puppy. Is that correct?
That's
very polite trash talk. Very nice.
It's not even trash talk. It's kind of like
a little puppy.
It's a truth picture because what will little puppy do? They don't feel the real life yet. They didn't fight in the street fight yet.
Oh, I see. It makes sense. Right. I understand the comparison.
They kind of like so confident in themselves. They like laughing, barking all around. And the same thing. I compared her to this picture of the puppy because she looks like that. Kind of like never been a street fight, never have this fear. Imagine like the dog who has a lot of experience, a lot of scars. Are they gonna go like that, like wah wah wah? No. They're gonna go very quiet, look very with attention, like side by side, see if they're like another dog's enemy on the side of the road. And if they have to fight, or they have to wait to go out, they will go out. So it's different approach.
See, that's very smart. That is very. Normally, I just call my opponents names, but that's really smart. I'm impressed. Well, thank you, Valentina. Prediction for Saturday night. How does this go down? What happens?
I will do everything what I have to do to take the victory, and definitely I'm ready for the full time of the fight. But we're looking forward to finish this fight as soon as I can.
And John Jones, Cyril Gane. Thoughts on that fight real quick?
Oh my God, I love both fighters. Definitely John Jones, he's kind of like one of my all-time favorite fighter because he is like has amazing skills, technique, and everyone's so excited to see him in a new weight class. So just like wanted to wish both fighters very good luck, and I will be cheering for them.
Amazing. And that is why you are the bullet. Thank you, Valentina.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.